Hey guys, Big Papa Pump here. And I would first off like to thank my patrons. Thank you for supporting me with monies so that I can play Diablo and make some monies. So thank you. And if you would like to become a patron, click the link in the description below. I'd really appreciate it, bruh. And if you also want to support Iceman in a different way, you can purchase some Super Iceman Vitality, okay? Link in the description below. This shit's some good shit, man. Ugh, holy shit. It's strong as fuck. But yeah, just take a little tiny bit, just a little tiny bit at a time. And it's good, man. And some other guy was like, hey, Iceman, I might buy your Iceman Vitality. And this other stuff that I buy, this other Vitality stuff, is good for the woman as well. Like, in bed, it's good for the woman, if you know what I mean. She's pleased. And all I gotta say about this stuff, man, there's honey goat weed in here, okay? So that'll turn a wet noodle into a steel rod. So consider that if you want to buy some Super Iceman Vitality. But enough of that bullshit. This is about the druid. And this is my first elemental droid. This is what I've been up to over the past couple days. Haven't been playing my Amazon at all. In fact, yesterday I was playing this freaking game so much, it started to freak me out. Like I was, finally took a break, right? And I decided I should probably go to bed. It's like after midnight. And the game was just running through my fucking head. That's what happens, you gotta pace yourself when it comes to this shit. You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna break the fucking clicker, man. Like, go take a break for a minute. You're gonna break the clicker. So, you gotta know how to pace yourself. And that's coming from a guy who doesn't really know how to pace himself. But starting today, I will start to pace myself. And I did. I've only been on here for like an hour and a half today. Nonetheless, though, I was on a long time yesterday. And I actually got this droid up to level 81 now. I almost can't believe it. And man, my first impression with Elemental Droid, this is my first one I've ever had. I always just thought they were I didn't think much of them, I didn't think they were like a very optimal class to play as. I thought they had some interesting bells and whistles that Blizzard added to this new character when the expansion came out, but I didn't think it was really like, because there are other classes that could do almost everything that Elemental Droid could do, but better. And I'm not entirely sure if that's the case yet, but I have been playing a lot of Amazon. And I can say that with the Elemental Droid, compared to a Boson, it's much easier to get, like, defensive stuff going on. You have Oak Sage, who really bumps up your life. Mine's not max yet. And with Oak Sage, as you can see, my life is 990 right now. Oak Sage, it's doubled. It's 2,000. Yeah, that's what really sucks with the droid, is every vitality point, he gets very little actual life, but that's pretty much where you have to spend all your points anyways into vitality. Although it might not be a bad idea to add some into energy, and I might do that. I'm going to look into it. Because per every point in vitality, there's a certain amount of life each character gets. And as far as I understand it, the droid is like the least bit. Like, it might be like 1.5 life or some bullshit like that. Or 1.75, I'm not sure which. But nonetheless, yeah, you got to get your defensive stuff up. And the resistances aren't too difficult to max out. See, I don't even have any resistance charms. And my res are already way up here. I just need like a couple res small charms. These things will be maxed out. And a lot of them are actually very much stacked. Like, see, with the Alder's Boots, I get a lot of fire res. But here's my equipment. The Alder's Boots, I got this nice cast rate ring. Got Arak. Got Ravenfrost. Bloodfist for the faster hit recovery, and it really starts adding up. Because the helm and the shield both have faster hit recovery as well. And it's important to get like over 100, I think. If you want to make like some of the breakpoints. But got a Hoto. A Jalal's Mane with a in it. Dude, this helm is awesome. And I know it's not a like GG 5 NATO helm of some sort. But the thing is, this helm has so many defensive attributes. And the mana per kill is helpful as well. And the faster hit recovery is epic. So I don't know if I'm going to switch to a 5 NATO helm one day. I might just want to stick with this. I don't know. And another thing is I don't have to make up with more resistances with charms, so I can probably stack more elemental charms if I wanted. But it's hard to say, man, as of right now. And I have a piece of shit amulet. You know, one of my subscribers offered me a Maris. Really generous of you, bro. But I was like, fuck that, you know? Like, I gotta find my own stuff. For the most part. It's kind of where I'm headed. I mean, I took a few things from Pokes of the Past. In fact, I think someone gave me this Enigma late in the ladder. When I was pretty much done playing ladder anyway. I was like, ah, fuck it, I'll just take it. So I think I took the Enigma. But anyway. A Spirit Shield. And it's important to get over 99% cast rate. If you want to have a good cast rate, the Elemental Droid. The next break point after 99 is like 150 something. So it's hard to reach that. And you got to make a lot of sacrifices. So to get 99 isn't that difficult. So you get 40 out of Hodo. Say 30 out of Spirit. Unless you have a perfect one. But it doesn't matter. You don't really need a perfect one with this build. Because we have 40, 50, 60, 74, 84, 94. And then you get the 10 cast rate ring. And that gets you over 100, or over 99 rather, which is the break point. So your shield only has to be like 29 or greater cast rate, and you're going to make it over that 99 break point. I think that's correct. That should be correct. So you don't need anywhere close to a perfect spirit is the point. All right, but here's my skills. Just one into these so far. Once you hit 90, I believe, you can start pumping some into another skill if you want. And in that case, I think I'm going to start adding to Grizzly. I wish it was a higher level, because Grizzly rocks, man. No shape-shifting, and then the rest are in these. I first maxed Hurricane, then Tornado. Twister's almost maxed. Apparently 2 more points into it. But I maxed Cyclone Armor first, because every point you put into it, it adds 2 seconds to Hurricane. And that just pissed me off, man. I bitched about this a little bit. How Hurricane, you just got to keep recasting it, you know? And it has a 50-second duration. And it just seems kind of pointless how they force you to keep recasting it. Because I don't think it plays too much into the, like, managing your character and the difficulty of the game. It just is kind of tedious doing it is all. Just recasting it every minute. It's just kind of tedious. So I wish it lasted longer. But I mean, of course, they're probably not going to make any changes. Although they have. They made a few changes last patch. So hell, I guess if I can request anything from Blizzard in Diablo 2 in this next patch, I would say just let Hurricane go longer, man. It's stupid how often you have to recast it, and it doesn't really add anything to the difficulty. It's just a bitch is all. You know, it's just a bitch that you got to keep recasting it. So I would ask them to change that part. Now, early on, I found this awesome helmet that gave 3 to Tornado, or 2 to Tornado and 3 to Oak Sage, and I made a lore in it, so it gave 1 to all skills as well. I'm just going to toss this little hog on the ground, though, because I just wanted to show that to you guys before I tossed it. And I found that very early on. So I was in normal still, level 20 some. And then, of course, when I hit 27, I popped that Sol and Ord in there. I made lore. So that was a nice helm to have. So it was exciting looking out for helmets, you know, for these class-specific items that I'm normally not on the lookout for. But, dude, the droid is awesome. And here's the cast rate. See, the cast rate is kind of slow. It's not as bad as an Amazon. It's probably next to Amazon in terms of the worst cast rate. But nonetheless, yeah, it's at the 99 breakpoint. I haven't tested the like 150 breakpoint or whatever. With that, you need like all cast gear, basically. I'm pretty sure it's attainable. You need a circlet that gives cast, gloves that give cast, and an amulet that would give cast as well. And yeah, you should be able to attain it. I don't know the exact number, but it just seems like that would be a lot to sacrifice. But I mean, maybe it's worth it. I don't know. It's hard to measure these things. But this droid is coming along pretty well now. someone gave me this and they didn't even know who I was. All right, they joined a game. They're like, hey, droid, you need some torch? They didn't know who I was. And they gave it to me anyway. And I took it. I was like, fuck it. Because I was going to trade for one of these. They don't go for that much. I probably could have got it for an rune or something. And I have plenty of mid runes. But I just took it, man. Because it's not that GG. You know, someone offered me a 5 NATO helm. I denied it. I said, no thanks, brah. And someone who, you know, knew the Iceman. So I was like, no thanks, bro. I got to find some of my shit on my own. But I mean, when it comes to this, like I said, it's a mid-room value roughly. And it saved me time from attaining one later from sitting my ass in some fucking trade game for who knows how long to get one. So I just skipped that part. And I took it. And if you want to talk shit, you know, about that, talk shit in the comment section below. And please like the video as you do. Hit the like button. But let's move on from that. I have one elemental Grand Charm, and I intend to get more. And I'm going to try to, I think, start trading some of my mid-runes for them. Yeah, but this character, dude, has been a blast. Like, I'm just so used to playing Amazon now. I've just been playing so much Amazon. And it's nice to have this change. And I can run areas that I normally don't do with the Zahn. Because the Zahn, you know, mine doesn't teleport. She's just a bow Javelin hybrid. Shit. Shit, he's getting his ass kicked. Not bad, though. You know, I can even do the Trav, the Council, with not too much difficulty. My Merc, I just threw on this Nadge's light plate that I found in the Chaos Sanctuary, I think. So I just tossed it on him. It was on a mule. I think I found it a few months back. Talrash's Crest. And this nice Infinity that I was using on my Zahn. Infinity helps with the Hurricane. Because it pierces their cold resistances. You know, it's like the Sorceress's Cold Mastery. So anyone who's not cold immune, your cold damage is simply going to hurt them even more. And of course, it lowers their attack, their defense as well. So your physical attackers, and in this case your mercenary and your bear, are going to have greater chances of hitting the enemies when they swing at them. Because it kills their defenses, basically, the Conviction Aura. And there's some elemental damage, like the Merc, you know, when he kills them with Infinity itself, it shoots Chain Lightning, level 20. So that'll hurt him more as well with the Conviction Aura applied, because of the negative lightning res, especially that's on his weapon itself. Yeah, Infinity rocks, dude. In fact, I should give him a Dream Helm and a Chains of Honor body armor so that it has the the Life Leech. But dude, this droid has been a blast. So if you guys haven't tried it, like if you're in the place I was just a few days back, I recommend you make a droid, man, because they rock. I mean, it's great how you can just go all over the place and do whatever, basically. Because you're doing a ton of cold damage with your Hurricane, and then physical with your Tornado. Like, I didn't have Infinity, I didn't even need it. I just threw it on because I wanted to try it out. And I figured I'd just do a little bit more damage. But I mean, I was running the Chaos Sanctuary with Insight on my Merc. You know, you can't do that with like a Light Sork, for example. You can't do it easily anyway, if you don't have Infinity. But yeah, this character did well without Infinity. And I ran basically everywhere. I did pits. I did all sorts of stuff. And that was a really rewarding thing, to be able to just go anywhere and kill everything, basically, without an Infinity. Teleport is pretty nice to have with this build. So that's what's going to really cost you if you want to start out making a droid or whatever. You know, going for the Enigma, which of course is like probably the most desired item in the game anyway. Which does make them kind of general in that case. You know, it's not a very unique character. I mean, if you're relying on an Enigma. But other than that, man, the versatility of them is awesome. So I might even make a droid next ladder as my first character. And it's going to be a real bitch, because I'm going to have to run all over the place and kill stuff. And I'm not going to be able to teleport. But we'll see how that goes. And hey, I just found this Jade figurine that I didn't get yet, apparently. So, but more videos on this droid, all right? Just coming along, man. Only level 81. So I finally got to throw on my ARAC. And then I got to take off my Triang gloves because now this 20 faster cast is a waste. It doesn't do any good because I'm already past the break point. And I need like 40 or 50 more cast rate to get the next break point. So I was like, I'm just going to put on Blood Fist, because then you get the 30 faster hit recovery, which is really nice. And you get 40 to life as well. So very nice attributes to have. But anyway, like this video if you will, hit that damn thumbs up button. And let me know your thoughts on this. And have you tried the Elemental Droid? And what do you recommend for mine? Peace be with you.